Hello everyone, and welcome to this weekly healing color card reading. And let's have a closer look at the card that is coming out for us for the next week ahead. And here we have the color turquoise, card number 34. And this card is talking about how we should now awaken our empathy. So since we're in a bluish color here, light bluish color, it is a reference to our throat chakra. So of course I am being led to communication right away. You know, do we speak our truths? Are we holding anything back? As we can see in this card, it's like there is a tunnel here with bluish and light and a little bit of dark color all mixed together in a forward in forward motion here. It's like we can't see what's around the next color. Right around the next corner in here in this tunnel. So there is something of communication connections. Perhaps we have forgotten how to speak beautiful words to each other, how to speak words of compassion and understanding, and just wanting to be there for each other, meeting each other with compassion. And sometimes, even if we can't understand each other, we can always show up as a good friend, just to listen, not to give advice, not to lecture anyone, but just to listen, just to be there. And I feel very much that this is what this card is talking about, that we are leveling up now, that we need to, for some people, we need to awaken our empathy. So for some of us, we have not been acquainted with empathy before within ourselves. We may have seen it from others. So this will be a first-time experience for some, and for others it's about reawakening it, because we may have put it on a shelf, we have maybe put it in a closet for a while. Maybe we've forgotten all about it. So for you out there who are really empathic and who normally spoke with empathy and treated other people with empathy through speaking and writing, and whenever you're communicating with other people, I feel like for some of you, you have kind of forgotten that. It has not been brought up in your life for a long time. Maybe you have been very busy at your workplace or busy with other things that kind of have led you astray, I feel. So now it's time to reawaken that energy within yourself again. And whatever the number 34 means for you on a personal level, you definitely go with that. 3 is talking about expansion, 4 is talking about realization and stability. So there is something here that when we expand on this energy, we will be led to some kind of new realization in our lives. We will end up in a safe place, so to say, in communication matters with each other, as turquoise is specifically referring to our throat chakra, as I mentioned before. So there is some kind of finding safe haven here in our communication with other people, both through speaking and writing. So maybe we need to keep an extra eye on whenever we are texting each other or emailing each other or calling each other over the phone, or we are meeting up, we are having physical meetings, how we behave, how we speak to each other, how we address each other. And that, I feel, will lead us down to a tunnel of deeper communication, deeper connections. And also, perhaps for some of you, this will also lead you to maybe some kind of more divine insights, insights in other realms. As I said before, we can't really see what's around this corner. I feel that here there's a couple of eyes here and eyes up here, so and down here as well, and there's like a face in here. So I feel that for some of you, you feel that someone is watching over you or watching you as you take your next step forward to meet up with different dimensions, having a look into other realms. With empathy here, we're also in our emotional body, so referring to the water we have in our bodies, to the wisdom we hold within our bodies, that is now taking up more information as where to go right now. So there is some kind of insight for some of you. And for those of you who are really much into this, healers or perhaps tarot readers or clairvoyant persons, when you're really working with this on an everyday level, on an everyday basis, perhaps you have made it your way of living. I definitely feel that you are leveling up. You are having deeper insights than you normally do. You have reached a point where there is just something brand new coming in for you. So it means that you could start to speak with a different voice perhaps, or you feel that your voice is just different. And so it can also be for the rest of us that we feel that something is going on with our throats right now. So whatever that may be for you on a personal level, you definitely go with that. But this could also talk about having new connections with new people, communicating both in a new way, but also with new people and other realms and dimensions, like I mentioned before. This can be that you are hooking up with people that you have never talked to before, that you meet them in a place where you normally don't come. And so I feel that there is also a request for us here to, stay open. When we awaken our empathy, stay open to what comes, because we don't know where it's leading us. But be curious, have this adventurous outlook on life. Ask questions about it. Where does this lead me? What is this kind of connection? What is this new thing in my life? Because I feel that just around that corner there could be a lot of joy, there could be a lot of happiness, there could be a lot of new insights. And of course sometimes our boat is being rocked a little bit with something new is coming in. But I feel that through this openness and also through staying in motion, keeping communication going, don't cut it off. Keep going with it, and just see where it takes you. Where is this rolling you off to? Where is it leading you? There could be many new potentials around a new corner. So keep the communication open, keep your communication channels open, whatever that may mean for you on a personal level. Okay, so let's pull an extra card to see what magical words or words we can look to for healing for the next week. Definitely we can tune into the turquoise color if we have any kind of communication problems or challenges. And I feel just like coughing right now. I'm sorry. If there's something that you need to speak up about, some kind of dialogue that you need to take now, you can definitely tune into turquoise, because on a personal level, I have always experienced the turquoise color to be a color of transformation. So there might be something changing here on a very deep level for us, as long as we just choose to awaken our empathy and just to stay open and see what happens and what's coming in for us. Okay, so we'll just pull a card here and see what the information is about. Okay, justice is coming out here. And so when we speak out next week, when we speak to other people, or we write other people, or we text other people, we need to make sure that it's just and fair. Are we in balance? We see this angel with the two, with the scales here. Make sure that you're in balance, and also with the moon behind her, pointing to our emotional body, pointing to our roots and our home, our wild nature, our feminine energy, our past, and also our dreams. So make sure that when we speak out next week, that we will be fair and square, both to ourselves, that we speak out just as we see things, and so that we also bring other people the ability to do that for themselves. So be careful with the words next week. What we're texting, what we're saying, it has a major impact right now. I feel that very clearly. And also with our emotional body, just as I was referring to before with the turquoise card. Empathy is a reference to our emotional body, our spiritual body. It's where we are opening up to using our psychic abilities. So just make sure that whatever we are opening up to, we need to keep our balance. We need to know that where we speak from is from a point within us that is emotionally intact, emotionally in balance. If we are in a situation for the next week ahead that we feel makes us come into imbalance, that makes us feel uncomfortable, don't say anything, don't write, don't text, don't make that phone call if you feel that there's something that you shouldn't be saying, that it's coming from a different place than from our emotional body, from a place of balance. Don't do that. Keep to yourself until you know what to say. And also it can point to the direction of that we actually next week we have the power of our throat chakra in our hands. We know exactly what to say and how to respond to some things. We really hold the power now. So however it resonates with you, but that's what I feel is coming through here, that we really can also put some things straight and right. Maybe something that we've been holding to ourselves for a long time. Now is not the time, and now is the time not to put up with that anymore, but just speak your truth, speak from a place of justice. You know, what feels fair. So whichever direction this card is taking you on a personal level, definitely go with that. You know what's going on in your personal life, or at least this is pointing to some kind of communication situation in your life going on right now, quite definitely. But just remember that there is transformation down the road. Okay, so that was what I had for you in this weekly healing color card reading. I hope that you've been inspired to dive deeper into this, and I'm just gonna wish you a very happy turquoise transformational week out there. Take very much care of yourselves. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.